What's up guys, it's Shabloom here with a brand new game news video. So we're going to start off here with some Marvel Rivals news. As you might have heard, a lot of the staff got laid off. They still have a lot of them working in China, which is where the main development team is, but to think that such a successful game has a whole entire team laid off is kind of crazy to think about, because it's such a success. Then the fact that they do that is kind of upsetting, but we do have some news concerning some leaked characters for the game. If you don't like leaks, then you might want to skip this section, but a little while ago, when the game first came out, these leakers began immediately digging through the files, and they found this big list of names, and over time they kind of came to the conclusion that a lot of them were probably fake. But the developers of the game actually came out and said that they didn't actually plant any fake characters, and that the characters they see on that list, a lot of them could be concepts, trials, prototypes, development, etc. So this list should be taken with a grain of salt, but overall, I mean, a lot of these are probably going to be characters that come out. And also they mentioned that they're still trying to release a character every month and a half, which is pretty good. So I'm guessing a lot of characters on this list will almost definitely come out. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some that they just totally scrapped and might have just been there as like a prototype, but yeah, take it with a grain of salt. But it's pretty cool to just look at it and think about how these characters could be implemented. Team Fortress 2 is a very old game. I'm sure you've heard of it, but it's made by Valve, one of the best companies of all time. And a while ago, they promised to release the server game codes to modders. So recently, they were kind of using just a made-up one. They couldn't really change the game a whole lot with those codes. So basically, modders, from what I read, they have to use this code to release public servers. And then making public servers to like play with your friends was really difficult because they didn't have the official codes or something like that. But now Valve released the official clients and server game codes. So this would mean a big revival for TF2. So now they're able to make custom game modes, which they weren't able to before. They're able to easily run servers playing certain modes. You notice on Gmod how you could download certain game modes on there. Kind of going to be the same with TF2 now, so that's fun. And I'm definitely going to try this out in maybe a couple weeks when modders have done their stuff, started up those game modes, and I'm going to try to play some TF2. It's been a long time, and it's cool to see that Valve is still working on TF2. Just it shows how much they love the community, and that's what you like to see with these games, and hopefully they release an actual new game soon. We also have not really much of an update, but just kind of an interesting detail. So some of the crew that worked on The Last of Us Online, a scrapped Naughty Dog live service Last of Us game, came out explaining kind of why it was canceled, or more of just the time frame of what led to the cancellation. So Sony owns Bungie. They've been working on Destiny 2 live service for years and years, and Bungie basically came in and explained to Naughty Dog overall what it takes to make a live service game. Naughty Dog heard this and quote, "Oops, we can't do that. If we do, we can't make Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet." So I guess when they saw the work that it would take to make this new Last of Us game, they said we're not able to do that and also make our new game at the same time. So it's interesting that Bungie came in and basically told them just how difficult it is to make that game. So it's kind of nice to get a bit of clarification on why they canceled it, because it came so suddenly, and we knew that there was definitely internal struggles with it, but it's kind of interesting just to see why and what led up to it. And we also are told here that the game was actually being worked on since The Last of Us Part 2. It was in pre-production during that. So they've been working on this, yes, since production of The Last of Us 2, which is years and years ago. So it's upset to see that it got canceled, but I like that they canceled it so that they could work on the new projects. That's nice to see. Alright, the second to last thing we have covered today is the new Pokemon game. Could potentially be getting a release date on February 27th, 2025. They'll be hosting a Pokemon Presents event, which the likelihood that they would release a brand new game trailer for this, I feel like it's pretty high. I mean, you have an event themed around your franchise, you're gonna want to announce some big stuff. It's like Silent Hill did that. They announced all types of stuff. So I'm not a Pokemon fan, but for those that are, here's some good news for you. I mean, I might just check it out to see what was announced. I mean, it's cool. I love when they do this. I love when it's clear what the event will be for, and yeah, go ahead and watch that and see if there's a new Pokemon game. Alright, so this last thing, it's kind of depressing, but it's also kind of funny, but it could be interesting. So we have some Elder Scrolls 6 news, quote unquote. So they're doing a fundraising event for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, And basically, whoever has the highest bid, whoever sends, I guess, the highest donation, will get to create a character for the Elder Scrolls 6, where your character will be placed into the game. So if you want your character in the Elder Scrolls 6, then go donate a lot of money and it goes to Make-A-Wish. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, so the news here along with that is that a Redditor named appropriately Fart Slowingly, they pointed out that Bethesda did the same competition for Starfield 2.5 years before Starfield came out. This means that the Elder Scrolls 6 would release in September 2027. So, you know, this is I think it's a long shot. I don't know if Farting Slowly is cooking anything here, but you know, if he's right, I mean, this guy, let's just listen to him from now on. But I mean, I don't know, I doubt it. It's just some interesting news. I mean, I like to talk about potential release dates and, you know, give something for the community to hope for. So yeah, you guys could just hope for September 2027 because of this event they're having. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I know that I should probably play Skyrim before it comes out. So the longer I have till it comes out, the longer I have to sit down and play Skyrim. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. So leave a like, subscribe. This is a new channel and I'm trying to get it growing, get some type of community going. And yeah, it's been really fun making these videos. And I know the news today wasn't that big, but I mean, it was definitely interesting stuff, and we learned a lot of new things, and yeah, that's what it's all about. But I hope this was entertaining, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.